Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, welcome back to another Buzzfeed Cringe videos. Now this particular article was published January 22nd of this year, and as you can see it is titled 22 Things About Women in Movies That Are Seriously Unrealistic. And I have many issues with this article. Because, like, not all of them are bad. But, we're about to get into this shit because it's, a scream to say the least. Okay. Number 1, waking up with perfectly blow-dried hair, which, yes, in movies is a bit strange, I would say. But then again, it's movies, so they can do whatever the hell they want. Not everything about movies has to be realistic. And I'll touch into that later because it's going to be a thing. And yes, that is true because someone commented down right here saying, I have to sleep with my hair up to be comfortable and I still waking up like Edward Scissorhands, which is true. But again, movies, aka fiction. I swear, when I first read this article, I literally wanted to scream bloody murder because people are stupid. Wearing heels no matter what, yes, I have to agree with that one. Because, like this bitch, running from a dinosaur wearing, I don't know, it doesn't even look like it's not even a real heel. I mean, it looks like she's wearing flats to me. This doesn't really, it's not really the best angle to actually show her feet. But, we're moving on. Teenage girls looking like adult women because they're played by, you guessed it, adult women. This I have issues with. Like I have, like, with this whole damn article. But, I mean, it's TV. Do people not realize this is TV? This is movies? It's not always easy to find a teenage actress that actually acts really, really well, that is really well qualified. They're not that hard to find. When they cast a role, they find someone that looks the decent amount young enough to play that role, and they go for it based on how good they are as an actor. And I swear, people are like, do people not realize this? I'm just like, ooh, girl. This next one, too, it's almost on that same lines. And women in their mid-30s supposedly being old enough to be parents of women only a decade or so younger than them. This is Shailene Woodley, who still looks like she's, like, in her early 20s, even though I think she's in her late 20s. But she could easily still pass for 18. Whereas Katie Holmes, I guess, is her mother, who's, like, in her 30s. Yeah, this one's like, 25-year-old actresses are cast as high schoolers, while 35-year-old actresses are cast as mothers of high schoolers. And I'm like, do you realize the character she's playing isn't 25? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, jump on the logic train and look up facts instead of just spouting out things. Like, really? Dear God. Engaging in fights with their long hair flowing. Who cares? Seriously, I don't even know why this is on here. It's so stupid. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. It's really, it's a thing. And exercising or doing any sport, this one I understand. Somewhat. I don't know. I guess, I don't know, fight scenes, doing sports. First of all, this I would say is unrealistic. Because if you're doing a sport, bitch, you are not going to do it with those long locks just everywhere. You're going to get hot, you're going to get sweaty, it's going to get in your way. So I understand. The fighting up here, it's a little different. I mean, get real, bitches. Women having super fast labors all the time. This I actually agree with, like 100%, because most women who go into labor don't just, boom, child's been birthed in 45 minutes. Bitch, takes hours. Okay? This is like one of the ones that I actually agree with. We're moving on now. pretty much always having sex with a bra on. Okay, people. Comment down below what you think, but I'm like, these people do realize it's TV. This ain't no porno. And I'm just over here like, are these bitches blonde? Are they stupid? Or did they wake up on the wrong side of the knowledge train? Because I'm over here like, you realize they can't just have their tits out and on TV. Oh, look at my tits. They're all right here while this dude's plowing me. I'm like, girl, get over yourself, honey. Orgasming straight away and never needing foreplay or to discuss contraception. Again, fiction. TV. Oh, I swear to God. Wearing matching lingerie instantly. Like, do these people not understand that there are people who, like, for example, have OCD and like things to match? I'm one of the few women. I like my bra and my panties to match. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because sometimes I can't care to give a fuck. But again, this is TV, you know. With TV, they want everything to look, you know, perfect and beautiful and all that, you know, shit. Periods are really being a thing that happens or is discussed. Not really happen. Yeah, it's not really a common thing to see shows talk about a woman's period. I do think it could be brought up more, so that is another point that I actually really agree with. Putting on hand lotion right before bed. This one's a kind of hit or miss one for me. I mean, I would actually put on lotion before bed, but I never remember to. Which is also why my skin it could be softer, but that's one of the reasons. Men being the only topic of conversation among women and their friends. Well, that could be the majority of the women in the world do, in fact, date men. Like, yeah, that just could be a thing, you know. It just could be, you know. It's a weird thing. It's whatever, you know. Ugh. Everyone being under the belief that women who would conventionally be considered considered slim, actually aren't. Like, how fat women aren't fat. Bridget Jones, not fat. Natalie from Love Actually, not fat. Well, how do you... But I answer this, how do you know? For all you know, Bridget... What's her name? Bridget Jones couldn't consider herself being fat because she personally believed that she's not thin enough. So, bitch, shut up. Okay, we're moving on now. And all women fitting with a narrow remit of acceptable dress sizes. I actually love this. None of the girls here eat anything. Not since 2 became the new 4 and 0 became the new 2. Well, I'm a size 6, which is the new 14. I do think, you know, Hollywood really does put on the thing that, you know, young girls are raised to believe that they need to be thin and they need to be athletic and fit and all this other stuff. I mean, I don't know. I have issues with, like, weight because I'm overweight. I'm currently working on it. But, I mean, I feel like there are people that are overweight by choice because they choose to eat things that are unhealthy, they don't work out, they don't exercise, and they stay overweight. And then there are people that have like a thyroid condition or they have some other medical condition that makes it really difficult for them to lose weight. And even though they are eating healthy and exercising, it's not always easy for them to lose weight. So I feel like it's those two things. There are people that are overweight because choice, because they choose to remain overweight, because they choose to eat whatever they want, even though they know it's extremely fatty and everything else, and it's not healthy for them to eat, but they still do it anyway. I personally believe that if you want to eat unhealthy, that's your choice. But if you also want to, you should also exercise too. That'll keep you, I wouldn't say healthy. The food you're eating is still unhealthy, but at least that way you're somewhat balancing that out by actually exercising along with it. But I mean, I feel like everyone should exercise. I honestly wish that I really do wish that when I was in high school, we had a mandatory like PE class that would actually force us to be active because, if I actually did, I probably wouldn't be as overweight as I am. Moving on now. Being cool and one of the guys while still being super glamorous but not too glamorous. This one was kind of it's not really something I noticed except for in this movie, which is How to Date a Guy in 10 Days. Or How to Fall in Love with a Guy in 10 Days. I don't know. Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey are in that movie. I've watched it, seen it a couple times. It's a good movie. I like it. But yeah, this whole thing was like a hit or miss for me because I'm just like, not really there. Shopping being every woman's way of dealing with stress. I wouldn't really say this because, yes, it's in some movies and TV shows, but I wouldn't say it's in the majority of them. It's something I've seen every now and then, but it's not something that I see all the time. So this one was kind of like, Oh my gosh, spends $2,000 in an afternoon? Girl, not even if I was rich. Well, maybe. Having full faces of makeup on even in the most apocalyptic and unlikely of scenarios. And this one right here. I'm like, yes, having makeup on in like an apocalyptic setting can be kind of unrealistic. But at the same time, this is Hollywood. And there are women like me that actually wear makeup every single day. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm always wearing makeup, except for like, right now and in like my last few videos because I'm lazy. But like if I'm going to be going out, I'm going to put makeup on. But if I'm not going to be leaving my apartment, what's the point of putting on makeup? That's just me. But yeah. Working moms having a terrible work to personal life balance. This is also one of those that I is weird because I've literally never seen this before in any movie or TV show that I've ever seen. So I don't know what they're watching, but yeah. All women wanting babies, and those who say they don't end up changing their minds and having them anyways. It's almost like women are allowed to change their minds. It's almost unthinkable. I mean, okay, first of all, there are people that don't want kids, people that don't want kids, but I'm like, just saying that a woman who's young, oh, I don't want kids, but, down the line, like, change their mind, I'm like, that's realistic. This is incredibly realistic, so people just saying that it's not, it's just, showering sexily while alone. This is also one of the things that I agree with, but again, it's movies and TV shows, like seriously, who gives a fuck? I don't. If someone wants to watch a movie, yeah, Angelina Jolie, can't talk today. Yeah, I think this was in this is in one of the, Laura Croft movies. I think it was the first one. I'm pretty sure it was the first one. But even so, who gives a fuck? Like, seriously. Like, is it really that big? That important that you put it in the article? Listen, BuzzFeed. What the fuck? Like, you're giving me a headache. Women who are very young having jobs that take years upon years to qualify for. Again, This is fiction. This is a movie. Who cares? Plus, people nowadays are looking younger and younger. How do you know she's not in her 30s, even though she looks really young? One of my best friends, her name's Jessica. She's like a year older than me. So she's 29. Yeah, she's 29. She looks like 10 years younger. So I'm like, she's like almost 30 and she looks like she's still 20. So I don't want to hear it. And that's like someone who's not into acting. There are people in Hollywood that look hella young. So I'm just like, you really need to stop before I just scream, okay? It's just really, really stupid. Is that the end? Thank God. Thank God that's the end, because I don't know how much more I could have actually watched that. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry there's no video or webcam of me. I look like ass today, so I didn't really feel like turning on the camera. And I'm sorry that I have not uploaded in like a month, but things for me have been really crazy and busy, and I just have not had the time to sit down and record a video. So I'm sorry about that. I will make the effort of actually uploading more often, or at least every 2 weeks. I'll see if I can upload another video in a few days, so that way I can upload it like next week sometime. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Whatever that will be. Actually, I know what it's going to be. Hopefully you guys will like it. It will be a more trans-centered video. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye guys!